And today what we're looking at is this idea of creating bigger circles. And we've been looking a lot about the different battles we go through in life. And one of them is this one, and it's a subtle one, which is that desire to sort of close in or that desire to expand. And I'm talking not here talking so much about are you an introvert, extrovert. It's just about realizing the value in expanding our circles, however that might look for you. And it's the difference between unity and uniformity. It's interesting from a Christian New Church perspective. We hold on to this one pretty strenuously. Like this is a big one. This is a very big one, a very big concept within Christian New Church circles. And let me read it to you. It will give you a sense of the importance of this. It is worth noting that the more members are in a single community, the more united they are in action, the more perfect is their union. So the more people there are, the more united they are around a common good. In other words, they're all trying to serve the community. The more perfect that society is, that group. And we could look at small communities, big communities, families, whatever group you take. Again, you combine those two with you have people, you have this sense of each of them bringing their own unique gifts to the common good. That is what creates perfection. And then it goes on to say this, which I love this line. Every community in heaven, talking about heaven now, not on earth, is growing in numbers daily. And the more it grows, the more perfect it becomes. So that's another fascinating one, that the more people who become part of this, the more perfect the form is. And that's really, really significant. And that is an argument for growth on all sorts of levels there, that the more people there are, the more perfect the form becomes, especially as we can keep on trying to refocus around the common good, around the bigger picture of things. That's a significant concept because that means that we will find our humanity within those circles. And as we expand those circles again will sort of feed back and help us to find our identity. So we find our place in there and that feeds out. And then that feeds back to create a stronger sense of self, stronger and stronger sense of teamwork. And the question becomes like, how do we do that? How do we actually expand the circle? Well, folks, it's I think it's pretty simple. Like keep the edges soft in all our lives. Like keep the edges soft. We've said it many times here, and it always bears repeating because it's such a great quote. We enter a room and wonder if we belong. Jesus enters a room and loves what he finds there. That's so much the trick is entering rooms, loving what you find there. Not do I belong? Not am I enough? Not where am I going to fit? Not where's the buffet table or the bar? But just coming in to like, oh yeah, I'm just going to love what I find here. That's I think the key. And there's some beautiful ways, some beautiful questions that can help us to do that. When I was thinking of today, which is just a way to expand a circle, I thought I would throw a question out there that could be fun for you to bat around with someone you love or someone you're just getting to know. And it was a question from a book I'm currently reading for an upcoming series. And the question was this: a year from now, what accomplishment do you hope to be most proud of? And that's a great question, because it gets the conversation going. It gets people thinking like, what is it a year from now that you want to know that, or hope that that you've accomplished, and how you want to celebrate that, and when we ask those kinds of questions, it just draws people in, and it starts to create this in a very small way, this idea of heaven on earth, because it's we're connecting at a soul level. It's got people gathering. It's asking people to offer up their gifts to this conversation. It's always looking towards the common good, towards community, towards bigger picture. How do we serve there? And as Swedenborg consistently says, that variety becomes perfection. No two people are going to answer that question the same way, and nor would we expect that. But we can all have that idea of what do we want to accomplish over the next year. And that's a beautiful thing, folks. Maybe even for some of you, maybe even surrender. Who knows? So that's the idea, folks. And I hope that makes sense. And, may you have a day of expanding circles, of creating bigger circles in your life, keeping the edges soft, loving what you find there, asking some good questions, and and just find yourself in a different flow and a different form of perfection when you do that. So that's the thought this morning for 10 minutes of morning calm, creating bigger circles. So with that, friends, what we're going to do now is we're going to shift gears. And for those of you joining us for the first time, when we shift gears, we go into a meditative part of the service here. What we do is we take a breath, then we do a little meditation, then we do a little prayer, and then at the end of that, we say hi to folks on social media. So, ready for that? Let's first off, I'll get a big breath. A meditation. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I. Be still and know that. Be still and know. Be still and. Be still. Be. Our Father, who art in the heavens, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, as in heaven, so upon the earth. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you, bring you peace, and bring you home. Amen. All right, dear friends, let's give a little cheery hello to anyone who might have joined us. And for those you don't know, we take a look at the Facebook comments, so we do get comments on YouTube as well, but we'll just be looking at this for today. If it cooperates, which it looks like it is going to. YouTube. All right. Brandon, good morning to you, and good morning to you, Deborah. Linda, good morning. And Marcus, good morning. Hope you folks are all doing really well today. And flipping over here. All right. Kim, good morning, and good morning to everyone. Totally agree with that. Rick, buddy, great to see you this morning. Hope you're doing well. Adina, good morning to you. Patty, see you're on there with your hubby. Great to have you joining us, Patty. Oh, and happy anniversary, by the way, guys. That is so fun. And Marianne, good morning to you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. So, friends, let's just all have a day with a little bit bigger circles in our lives. Welcome people and just enjoy it. Just have a good time with all that. Take care. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.